Hello and welcome to GHTV. Here's a look at some of the top headlines for this week. I'm Megan Hutchison.
And I'm Ashta Shetty. Toronto police have made 2 more arrests in a disturbing child sexual assault case. 2 men had made arrangements with the child's own parents online to assault their kid in London, Ontario. In total, police have arrested 6 people in the case, including the child's parents.
A hearing at the Federal Appeals Court was held in regards to President Trump's travel ban. The debate took place on February 7th over whether the ban was aimed at Muslims or not. This comes after the Department of Homeland Security suspended all enforcement of the ban on Sunday. The argument between the Justice Department and the state of Washington lasted for over an hour. The panel of judges in this case plan to make the decision by the end of the week.
A power struggle has shaken up the TTC's workers' union. Bob Kinnear, president of the union, was fired on Friday along with 7 others, and the parent company, the Amalgamated Transit Union, took over the local headquarters. The ATU is based in the U.S., and Kinnear says the dispute happened because his union tried to separate from the American parent, and he claims that the workers supported him. But nearly 3/4 of the TTC shop stewards agree with the ATU. Kinnear will fight the takeover in court over the next 2 weeks.
Toronto man Pierre Dwyer has been charged with a hate crime. Police say he knocked down an elderly black woman at Finch subway station. Dwyer was also reportedly yelling racist comments. Other passengers stopped the attack and the woman was left with only bruises and cuts.
Loblaws is recalling a batch of their President's Choice organic baby food in the apple, blueberry, and green pea flavor. Eating the affected food can cause botulism, a serious form of food poisoning. In some cases, it can also cause paralysis or even death. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency is investigating, and more products may be recalled. There are no reports of children who have fallen ill because of this product.
The government of Ontario is asking the public to vote on how $3 million will be spent. An online vote will give people a choice between 13 projects to spend tax dollars on. Some of these include a tree planting program and a waste reduction plan. 8 of these 13 ideas will go forward after the voting period. Online voting ends on February 23rd.
Leadership candidates for the Conservative Party of Canada faced off at a debate in Halifax on Saturday. It was also the political debut for a man whose campaign has been closely watched by many Canadians, Kevin O'Leary. There are 14 people currently running to lead the Conservatives, a position which currently belongs to Rona Ambrose. Several times throughout the debate, other candidates launched attacks and jokes directed at O'Leary. Ontario MP Kelly Leach even called O'Leary a non-conservative running just to keep her out of office. Instead of firing back, O'Leary spent his time discussing his policies. His biggest focus is on creating jobs and growing the economy. The new PC leader will be chosen on May 27th.
The GTA was hit by an ice storm yesterday, causing cancellations across the city. All Humber campuses were closed Tuesday evening, and students left the school to find their cars encased in ice. The storm continued into the evening, causing power outages across the GTA.
History has been made, or rather remade, in Alberta. A herd of wild bison were introduced to Banff National Park on Monday. This is the first time that wild bison have roamed in the area in over 100 years. Parks Canada calls this a historic homecoming, and it takes place during a historic year, Canada's 150th birthday. The bison will be kept in a protected area until next year, and in 2018 they will be released to roam freely in the wild. Bison were almost hunted to extinction during the 19th century.
If your phone rings and you don't know the number, you might want to think twice before answering it. Anti-fraud agencies are warning that a new phone scam has been gaining popularity in the country. The caller will start by asking, "Can you hear me?" in the hopes that the victim will say yes. They then record your answer and save it for later. The recording can be used to make it sound like you're agreeing to an unwanted purchase. The Better Business Bureau says if you think you may have fallen for this scam, contact your bank immediately.
There's a new program being offered at the Humber Arboretum. Although it isn't widely known yet, it certainly has some people talking. We sent our reporter Warren Schlody to see what all the buzz is about.
Humber College has launched a sustainable urban beekeeping program. The course is designed for people of all ages who are interested in keeping hives in the city. It lets the students get an up-close look at the bees on campus, as well as the tools they need to keep their own hives running. Instructor Fran Freeman mainly holds indoor classes during the winter while the bees are hibernating. She says people have been asking for this type of in-depth course for a long time.
I get a lot of people saying they would like me to show them how to keep bees. And I think a lot of times people think, well, you know, an afternoon, a couple of hours, and I'll know everything there is to know. It's a lot more complicated than that.
Classes for the Sustainable Urban Beekeeping Program will run until November, matching the seasonal cycle of the bees. Freeman has been pleased with the turnout so far, but says there's always room for more students. There's a lot to know about urban beekeeping, but after this course, all of these students will certainly have earned their stripes. Reporting from the Humber Arboretum for GHTV, I'm Warren Schlody.
Now here's Brandon Vieira with your entertainment update.
Hey Megan, people still can't stop talking about Lady Gaga's halftime performance at the Super Bowl. She kicked off the show with the message about inclusion, singing a rendition of God Bless America and This Land Is Your Land. She then jumped off the roof of Houston's Energy Stadium and performed a medley of her biggest hits, including Poker Face, Born This Way, and Bad Romance. She dedicated her performance to her little monsters and her parents. Gaga's performance definitely ranks among the best halftime shows of all time. It seems as though the new president of the United States can't seem to stay out of the entertainment headlines. Donald Trump started another feud, this time with new Celebrity Apprentice host Arnold Schwarzenegger. In a series of tweets, Trump said that Schwarzenegger got swamped in the ratings compared to ratings Trump garnered when he was host. Schwarzenegger responded by saying he wishes Trump the best of luck and hopes he works for all of the American people as aggressively as he has worked for the ratings. Michael Bublé has some good news to share with his fans. His son Noah, who was diagnosed with cancer in November 2016, has been progressing in his treatment. Doctors are optimistic about Noah's future. Bublé went on to thank his fans for their support during this difficult time. The biggest night in music is happening this Sunday, February 12th. Carpool Karaoke originator James Corden is set to host the Grammys, and it is almost a sure thing that we will hear a politically charged monologue. Beyoncé, in all her pregnant glory, leads the pack with 9 nominations for her album Lemonade. Her biggest competition is sure to be Grammy favorite Adele, whose album 25 has 5 nominations. Both these ladies, as well as Katy Perry, Bruno Mars, The Weeknd, and many more, are scheduled to perform. Will it be Beyoncé or Adele who walks away with the top prizes, or will one of their competitors get the surprise win? Make sure to tune in next week as I'll be recapping the biggest moments and surprises the Grammys has to offer. This has been your entertainment update. Back to you, Megan and Ashta.
Thanks, Brandon. Now here's Alex Hansiak with his take on sports and other stuff.
Thanks, Ashta. So the Super Bowl happened this Sunday. And that was your sports update. Anyways, you know, sometimes life sucks. Sometimes things go bad. Sometimes your chips get stuck in the machine and you're forced to shake it and risk potential death. But today there's a great story out there for anyone who's ever felt unqualified for anything. Betsy DeVos has officially been confirmed as education minister by 1 vote, even though she never attended public school and didn't send her kids to one. I mean, yeah, her dad worked in public education, but that's like saying that I'm qualified to conduct Mike Pence's lobotomy just because my dad's a neurosurgeon. Like, I'll figure it out, Mike, don't worry, I got this. Oh man. Sorry, Mike. Sometimes I love to just like go on my phone and scroll through Facebook in my downtime, you know, mindlessly scroll through the news. It's a great resource, don't you think? Like, there's just so much there. And I want to tell you something really great. Like, listen to this. Trump is offering free one-way tickets to Mexico for those who want to leave America. Isn't that great? Sorry. Warren, I'm on the air, man. Come on. Fake news? Oh, so Trump isn't paying for airfare. Okay, that's cool. In other news, immigrants are to be given 8,500 euros upon arrival to boost the economy. Essex Village's High Easter and Good Easter forced to change offensive names after complaints. For the love of Sean Spicer, is there any unbiased, ethical reporters out there anymore? Like those fine folks at Fox News? So that's not even true. Okay, everything out there is fake. Twitter, clickbait. Truth doesn't exist. But, okay, this is a good one. I gotta say, they've outdone themselves. Family is suing Cineplex after their kid choked on popcorn at a movie. Oh, come on, you've got to be kidding me. I'm done.
Thanks, Alex. And for you sports lovers, don't worry, Anna Akoto will be back next week.
The popular game Club Penguin is shutting down later this year. Club Penguin is an online game for kids, and the players get to create a penguin character and use it to explore a wintry virtual world. The game started in 2005 and quickly became a smash success. It was brought by Disney in 2007. And by 2013, Club Penguin had 200 million active users. Although the main website is shutting down, Club Penguin isn't quite finished. A new app called Club Penguin Island is coming out, and that's related to the original game. But old accounts on the Club Penguin website won't move to the new app.
That's it for this week. Thanks for joining us at GHTV. I'm Ashta Shetty.
And I'm Megan Hutchison. See you next week.